Human factors in facility management. Hi, my name is DKowal, and I grew up in a small factory town where my parents and most of the parents did not have a college degree. Many of the people I grew up with are now dead, and they didn't die of natural causes. You can see my school building just 4 blocks from the big factory in town. The factory made products from a mineral that had to be broken up into tiny fibers before processing. On the days they milled asbestos, tiny particles would fly into the air and rain down on our schoolyard. We would catch the asbestos on our tongues like falling snow. The factory knew asbestos was dangerous when inhaled, but they continued to expose the workers and the town anyway. My father, my brothers, and many, many people in the town would eventually die an early death. You see, improper management of buildings and their processes can kill people. And that is why facility management is so important. And so are the human factors. Facility management includes creating and maintaining a safe, reliable, and efficient building environment. People are the main asset in the care of the facility manager, yet most people working in a building don't realize all the hidden activity that goes on to create a healthy workplace. Facility managers are like the people behind the scenes at a rock concert. They are responsible for everything that can be seen, can be heard, do their jobs uninterrupted, and get in and out of the venue safely. It's a world of technology and remote controls, sensors and meters, and constant upgrades and continuous learning. We are all affected by the world around us, and that includes our buildings. Humans have imitated nature for centuries, and yet these feathers of the bluebird are more vivid than a Tiffany lamp or bird's nest eyeshadow. But only recently have we learned how much decisions made in the design and maintenance of a building affects our brains. Human factors consider a mix of engineering, sometimes psychology, in buildings to impact safety, error rates, comfort, and productivity within the spaces. We're going to look at 4 areas that directly affect people and their productivity: a healthy environment, innovations that improve the health of the workplace, safety of the environment, and biophilic design. Biophilic design. As I mentioned, some factories and offices have ignored the human factors like a healthy indoor environment in favor of energy savings and higher densities of desks and workstations, and creating airtight buildings to reduce drafts. But the impact on people inside has been stale air, close working quarters that spread germs and noise pollution, and smaller windows and access to daylight. These pictures represent an office building that has increased air, wider spacing between occupants, exercise equipment located within the office, and even a bubbling wall of water that is intended to relax the occupants, much like the flickering flames of a fireplace. Staircases in buildings are made wider and more connected to natural light to motivate occupants to use them instead of using the elevator and not getting any exercise. On the right is a raised walk that connects a parking lot to the building entrance. It encourages walking and enjoying the outdoors. Buildings are becoming health conscious. Because we spend 90% of our time indoors, facility managers are looking at new ways to improve building interiors. The interior waterfall in a university classroom building is visible from all sides. A naturally occurring negative charge attracts pollutants from the air into the water, which is then filtered and returned as clean water, recycled again to once again do its job. Both visually stunning and functional, this air cleaning waterfall is just one new way of respecting the health of the people inside. It absorbs pollutants and dust and even virus. Architects are innovating by installing salt walls inside buildings. The negative ions from the salt are known to relax and heal. Facility managers are ordering healthy options for the vending machines, eliminating beverages with more than 30 grams of sugar and providing alternative to snacks that contain hydrogenated fats. Of utmost importance is the safety of the occupants, both inside and outside a facility. Without safety and a reliable environment, no other human factors are possible. Facility managers are responsible for operating efficient, reliable, and safe environments. A new area of interest is biophilia. This is the connection of occupants inside a building with the outside, both literally and through the use of organic shapes and materials such as natural stone, real wood, even designs in the carpeting suggested clouds or pine forests. We know that connecting to the outdoors can increase the productivity of the occupants, their mental capacity. Here we see a reception desk from above that has curves of nature, and office cubicles that are beehive shaped, also reflecting nature. It has been found that when people connect with nature through windows or even materials, their productivity increases, their memory and retention increases, and their satisfaction level increases. Schools designed this way show higher testing scores from their students. Retail spaces designed this way have higher sales numbers, and workplaces have higher productivity rates. It's been measured to be even as much as 40% higher. Facility managers use shading devices and other controls to allow natural light into the building while preventing glare and solar gain. Glare is when too much light enters the eye and makes adjusting to the surroundings difficult, and that does reduce productivity. One final example of biophilia is the introduction of circadian rhythm. The body rest cycle is regulated by the sun, and the warmer setting sun tones captured by our eyes eventually releases melatonin to prepare our body for rest. Biophilic Design installs light fixtures that replicate the color spectrum of the sun and changes color temperature during the course of the day. Brighter lighting in the blue range greets the occupants at the start of the day, helping them to stay alert, and then imperceptibly migrates to the redder spectrum as they prepare to head home. The depth of facility management is remarkable, and I invite you to explore it. Thank you. This has been Dennis Kowal. I'm a qualified instructor for the International Facility Management Association, an accredited well building designer, architect, and I teach sustainable design and healthy building design around the world. It's been my pleasure to speak with you.